That was loud. Oh, you didn't hear it? Oh, then it wasn't loud. Okay. I'm making cake. I'm making a toast. No. Any snacks? Any snacks? But they can't see me. But they don't see me, so I can eat snacks.
You can eat snacks, and now my microphone is working. Great. So, thank you, Windows. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
And it was cold as hell. Alrighty. So, let's check the overlay really quickly. Because that's then. Oh, come on, thank you. So, intro time! Really loud clap that actually rang a little bit in my ear. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 37 of Final Hanantasy 14. We are getting close on Garuda, and I hope we are going to hit Garuda up today. I'm not alone. The fox is on time. Hello there, fox.
The fox is on time?
Yes,
I was here before you.
Yes, but you're usually joining late, so that's why I said you're on time.
Yes, well, I don't have to be an adult today.
Well, we unfortunately didn't get half of that sentence, but yes, you don't have to be an adult today. Let's be children together, because video games are for everyone. So, let's head on into our now very buff-looking main character. And I have to redo all of the screenshots and all of the figurine for the thumbnails. I still haven't done that. I might do that tomorrow. I'm pretty occupied with projects at the moment, so I don't have that much free time. But let's take our 3 hours that we have today and get into Final Fantasy and do our 3 episodes. And I need to bridge some time because we are still occupied on the server congestion. And I can't talk today, and we're still not in the game. So, Fox, make a noise.
Would you like a guinea pig noise or a fox noise?
Whatever fits.
Well, I'm hungry, so I should make a guinea pig noise, but you're already in game, so I don't need to.
Oh, well.
Saved by the bell.
Sad for us. Let's quickly scratch the scratchy board and see if we can do something, and then we head on over to our main story quest. Corner, corner, everything bad. Okay, let's get another one. Corner, all corners bad, so let's get the center. No. Corner. This might be good, and it was bad. So let's get over to Nickelbag and let's give him some crystals. Off to Gritze we go. Ew. It is about 11 days, or 11 days to the dot actually, that we are going to do Path of Exile 2. And Fox, have you decided what you want to play on Path of Exile 2?
Well, I think I'm gonna try Bear for a bit.
Or League Starter Bear, okay?
Yeah, it's bearable.
It's bearable. Okay. I'm still not sure. I might play Frost Shotgun. I might play Huntress Boss Companion. I'm not sure.
Well, you know that nothing will ever make me as happy as Path of Exile 1 Righteous Fire.
I mean, there is a Righteous Fire minion thing, but I don't think that's gonna be actually a build, so...
Well, the bear's giving off a lot of flames currently, so...
Yes, and you can technically switch into a Balrog bear, which is just a walking Balrog fire spewing... Yes. Yes, you can do that. Path of Exile 2 Balrog bear. Just Google Balrog bear. Very expensive, but it looks very cool. All repairs and modifications have been completed, Isolith. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. Oh god, the face is like... But you need to be a Titan to do that, not a Druid. So you need to be aware, you need to do that as a Titan start. So let's head on over to Garuda before the fox kills me because I crushed her dreams right now. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. Worry not, Isolith, I'll see your hard work doesn't go to waste. Ah, she's so pretty in that new armor. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship. But mark my words, soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. You were born to sell albums for very cheap. Because your name is Nickelback. Okay, the quest didn't update really quickly. Lady of the Vortex, 44. According to my tests, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal. I mean, we can leave whenever you are ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell one so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye. Until we attempt to breach the barrier itself. I cannot be sure that this will work. I think it only fair to tell you that there is a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive... mayhap it's better that we remain positive. Izalith, I want to thank you for reuniting with my ship and for trusting me in development for this plan, for everything. You have helped me to rediscover a part of myself I'd forgotten. I am not a man I once was, but I do not know if I ever shall be. But I do know one thing, this feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but well, look at this photograph. Every time I look at it, makes me laugh. No? Oh well. Oh, there's Nickelback.
これで治ったはずだ。
これがエンタープライズの本当の姿か。
The translation is... My Japanese is not good, but I can tell that this is not exactly correct. Hashtag gay. Holding hands on the ship.
目指すはクルザス北方。万神ガルーダの祭壇。エンタープライズ発進。
Very dramatic. Like he's making like this speech for 2 people. It's very dramatic. It's a cool airship though. Guys, tell me your favorite, let's say airship, let's say spaceship, all of that kind, anything that flies basically. Mine is the Normandy SR2 from Mass Effect 2. The Normandy is my absolute favorite spaceship slash airship slash travel ship. I love the Normandy too. Yep, that's a... Tell me your favorite travel thing, basically. That's actually not an easy question. Like, it can also be a normal ship. Anything that travels, basically. And he has the third eye, because he is a Galean.
そうだ。俺はかつてこの船でエンタープライズで大空をかけていた。お前たちのような勇敢な冒険者を乗せて。
Just notice that we are in the air and we are flying through it, but my hair is like standing still. I got the sickest hair gel, yo. The hair atomizer 5000 trademark pending.
I think one of my favorite flying machines is probably something from Miyazaki, from the Ghibli films.
That is a very valid thing, but you need to tell me which one.
この生かしたゴーグルはいつからつけていたんだっけな。
That is flashbang. It was 2 flashbangs in a row, so that should be 39? Oof. I don't know. Look at him.
ガキの頃はもっと坊ちゃんみてえな格好してた。
He looks very much like Final Fantasy XII character. Like, he looks a lot like Van with a different hairstyle.
みんなに褒められるのが嬉しかったな。親父に近づけた気がして。
Or a young Balthier, which technically his name is, I believe. Is it called? Is Balthier Sid? No, his father is Sid. So I don't think Balthier's name is actually. No, it's Balthier something something Bonanza, if I correctly recall. That's Flashbang 40.
俺は帝国。ガレマール帝国で生まれた。
That's not only a flashbang, it's a flash screen. That was a quick one, that was 41.
So, 親父の背中を追うように魔導技術を学び、貴公子になった。
That is 42, I believe. That was a quick one, 43.
いつ頃からだったかな。親父とミドナンガーロンドと話さなくなったのは。そうか。野郎がメテオ計画にのめり込み始めてからだ。
That was a quick one, that was 44.
So, いや、この頃からか。あいつが俺の後見人を買ってくれたのは。しかし、結局はあいつもガイウス・バンバイサルも侵略者になり果て、失望した俺は帝国から逃げ出した。
45?
そしてエオルゼに渡り、ガーロンド・アイアンワークスを立ち上げた。
46? $47? My god, that cutscene. 48? 49? 40, 50? 51? 52? That cutscene is raking it in.
この時からだ。このゴーグルをつけるようになったのは。俺はエオルセアで様々な人々、冒険者と出会い、親父を狂わせたメテオ計画と戦った。俺は証明したかった。技術が自由のためにあるってことを。そしてそれを認めさせたかった。このゴーグルはその決意の証だったじゃないか。忘れていたぜ。この風を、この空を。さっき感じた光、あれはお前なんだろう。生粋の帝国人、ガレアン族はな、額に第三の目なんてのを持ってんだ。
They can actually use that one, which gives them extreme good spatial recognition and stuff. Like, they can actually use that eye. So basically, they're all Tianqin Han.
このエンタープライズはお前たちのような英雄を戦場に送るための船だ。俺はこの船の主であることを、この船で飛べることを誇りに思うぜ。
指導まさか記憶が
I don't think he said, what exactly do you remember? I think he said something along the lines, is your memories back?
アルフィノだったな。面倒をかけちまった。俺の名はシド。ガーロンド・アイアンワークスの代表、シド・ガーロンドだ。
Now he said, my name is Sid, and I'm the founder of Garland Iron Works. The translation is not that good, I think.
行くぜ。万神ガルーダをぶっ飛ばしによ。
It would probably be not such a problem if we had English voices, but my very, very, very scarce Japanese is telling me that the translation is not that great. Fox, do you wish to join me on Garuda?
Sure.
Good, because we are battling her probably in the next scene. All our efforts, all our travails, all of it was for this. Make ready, Isolith, for the end is nigh, be it hers or our own. The Howling Eye is now accessible. Very cool. So let's have a little invite to party. Partay. Let's have an invite to partay. And the fox need to finish her gold saucer minigame, otherwise she can't join us. Because the fox does not have any spoilers for story, we can actually have her visible on this fight. So please, Fox, accept the invite.
Oh. I thought I had. Sorry.
And now we go for the Howling Eye.
Auga.
Garuda. With, I believe that's the first battle we're fighting with our newly equipped style gear. So that's very cool. Very, very cool. I like this style gear a lot. I do need to get to the Pray Return to the Waking Sands, because that's a wonderful place to grab a few screenshots for the thumbnails. However, since the game doesn't really let you manipulate time and weather in the game, I have to look for bright weather and a good lighting, because natural lighting looks so much better in this game than artificial lighting. Because of the G-pose, you can do artificial lighting. It just never looks right. I mean, I know that from here when I do some, when I have done the photo shooting for the other thumbnails where I use my stupid face. Just natural lighting is just so much better than artificial lighting. And the Fox can attest to that as well, because Fox, in your previous life, you liked photography, correct?
My previous life.
Yes.
Hey. I still do like photography. I just need good subject to do it.
Which is not me, so that's why it hasn't happened so far. But yes, you like photography, so what's your opinion on natural light versus artificial light?
Natural light forever.
There you go. I'm sure you can do artificial light that is
I hate it.
close to the
So
real
much.
thing, but it probably takes a lot of effort to do that.
No. No.
So yeah, natural light just works way, way, way better. Also, I found artificial light to be very aggressive when it comes to reflections. So especially when I use like green screen, which I usually do when I do stuff for the thumbnails and such. Just the green screen reflects so much harder when I use artificial light. Just so much nicer when it is natural light. Difficult to do though, because the part in Germany that I live in kind of likes to be like England most of the time. We get a lot of bad weather and rain and grey, so catching good sunlight is usually not great. And what do you know? On weekends, it's probably not a good weather. I mean, the fox can attest to that. When she visited me, I believe it was the second visit ago, when we had like a near typhoon.
Oh yeah.
On the outside.
That was fun. That was August.
That was August, and we had a typhoon on the outside, like 80 kilometers an hour wind and like 500 liters per square centimeters water. If you went out, you would be drenched in about 3 seconds. So that was fun.
I found you.
Me? Oh no. Wait, I need to switch over the screen.
It's you when you look at me. Oh, don't go. Come back here.
Not looking at you at that. I still have hair. Can't be me. I still have hair on my head. Not much, mind you. It will grow back though. And then the crazy hair will begin. It's already beginning. You can see a little bit here, guys. Like, I have this line right here, right? And this line comes from me sleeping on the side. And this line is impossible to tame. So I have this hair doohickey here that absolutely is uncontrollable, and no matter what I do, this will stand up straight for probably about here until it like falls down naturally. It's
It's definitely whiter since you met me though.
What do you mean?
Your hair.
Oh yeah, that for sure, especially here, and here. I don't get much hair here, as was evident for the last 8 weeks. If you've been on the Final Fantasy side, you would have seen that. I got a wonderful challenge not to shave because a certain someone wanted to see my beard grow. Spoiler, I don't get much beard. In fact, it's kind of atrocious.
You had a wisp.
Yes. It was if a beard is a full beard, I got a B. I got a B, maybe a B. That was about it.
Very funny, people. I mean, if you've been following the episodes, yes, I challenged him and he complained the whole time. And the first thing he said to me when I saw him last was like, "Can I shave now, please?"
And I felt so much better immediately. Why is the trial not popping? But yes, it was evident from the second week on that this looks bad. So
I don't know. You had a nice little tuft going on.
It's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
It was. I had to stand corrected. It was terrible, guys. It really was. He tried his best, but no.
Basically,
No.
from here on out, there's just nothing. There's maybe a hair here or there, but it is terrible. I can't grow a beard.
No. So,
A cute scene time.
Have I done Garuda? I have.
Yes, obviously. You're currently on 2.3. No, 2.4 you are currently on. Who dares to intrude upon my sanctuary? Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. Ooh, sexy Garuda. 12th preserve, she's huge! That's what he said. As I live and breathe. And there's the XIV. Over there, look! I'm sorry for all the other players that have to wait until I finish the cutscene. I apologize in advance. Amalja and Kobold prisoners. Why would the Ixal bring them here? Well, I don't have to... she laughed on herself. Wherefore come you hither, foolish mortals? Garuda! We are come to put an end to your reign of terror. I hear you this blasphemy, my children. These landwalkers would bring me low. And you who are bound to crawl upon the earth should revere me, for I am the wind. Did we not take to the skies, you slip your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. You think your playthings give your strength? They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm. No one can challenge my supreme titties. Struggle through you may. I shall slake the roots with your blood and fasten up the canopy of your entrails. Squawk, slay the unfettered one, Swishall. As an offering to Garuda, which will serve. That's how they speak. Leave the Exalt to us, Izalith. We will keep them distracted while you deal with her. Do not fail, Izalith. Remember, you fight for the Scions and for Eorzea. And there's the music, which means it starts probably now. This worm would die by my own hand. Come, then I shall grant you that which you seek. There we go. Like a true woman laughing insanity. I'm not being denied, so that was a nice transition of the music.
Nice music. Raw.
Did you plug the stream? I saw something in the chat.
No, I
Okay.
didn't. You told me never to do that, so I
Yes,
didn't.
please don't.
I don't. I'm a good person.
Good. Because I saw
No, I
something
said-
about the playthrough.
Yeah, they asked me if we're doing a playthrough together, and I said kinda.
Behind
Because
the stone?
I said I'm
Too late?
here because of your fault.
Garuda's gimmick is to go behind the stones when she does a shot with her wind. That's the gimmick.
Oh, and I died.
Oh, how?
I don't know.
Get your Kabi out, obviously, because you died. Now go behind the stones, but in this case you don't need to do it. Because we have ads first, so ads first. Technically you have to go behind the storm relatively soon. However, if we manage to kill all of the plumes, this will not matter. Now, when she transitions to the middle, most people go behind the stones, but in this case it literally doesn't matter because she will destroy the stones regardless. So you can see people probably going behind the stones now is actually not necessary because the damage is the same regardless. Now I'm curious if we see her two daughters.
Making a mess of this.
Well, I could say some very misogynistic words, so I'll just say it. Just like a woman. Fox is totally concentrated. She's ignoring my words. And we got her done. No, no, no! And she did, baby.
Who died? Ah, the boss.
What? How in the hell's... This is my realm. You have no hope here, and none. I opened the chat, unfortunately, so let's say... So, did you truly believe you could defy a god, Landwalkers? Not impressed by the gust. My power is limitless, my children's legion, and they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me, their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning, mortals. And those who would use my crystals to waken the rest shall realize the folly of their faith. Then all worship none but me, the one true God. Of course, worship. As long as the exile keep praying, she will never fall. Then let's stop them. Wow! No harm will come to you, my children. This is only the beginning, Landwalkers. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment. The desert vermin next. The walls of stone will not shield them from my tempest. And then I will take vengeance on the sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine, all mine. You, Landwalker, you who dared to raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins, and not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, Landwalker, to your last breath. Maybe a certain light creature will cheat. No, I claimed you. You should be mine. I'll volunteer as tribute. Yup. And a certain light person, as we can hear the piano in the background, is cheating. I mean, that's a nice camera shot. I mean, eye candy, right? Calling myself out.
I don't do things like that.
Well, I do, so... That is Flashbang 55, I think? 55 or 54? I think it is 55. No, it's 54, I think. God, it's so difficult. I believe we are missing but one crystal now, right? No, that is all of them. Cool. That would be 55. What are you? What have you done to me? No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible. Alrighty. Thank you, Fox, for joining. Let's head on out.
I got a player commendation.
I didn't.
Despite
Probably
having
because
died.
I looked at the cutscene.
Well, yeah.
Okay, this is one of the complaints I have about Final Fantasy. In my opinion, every single cutscene in the main story should be voiced. Having some cutscenes voiced and having some cutscenes not voiced is, in my opinion, a very arbitrary cost-saving method. And even if you have to voice the cutscenes afterwards, in my opinion, every single cutscene should be voiced. Because it feels very random sometimes. Ooh, Gaius.
その程度のものか、万神ガルーだよ。現存する万神の中で最も邪悪で凶暴と言われるお前の力はその程度のものなのか。
ガイウス。
久しいな指導。父親から逃げ、国から逃げ、わしからも逃げ。次は何から逃げる気だ。
I can disable the belay for now.
なんだと。
ウヌはなぜここにいる。我は大義のためにここにいる。
I don't think they will survive this. Yep, that was to be expected. They brought a knife to a gunfight. Okay. So she's basically forcing to summon Ifrit and Titan. It's so long since I've watched this cutscene. So yeah, there's Ifrit. We get a forced summon of Titan as well, most likely. Oh, there he is. Mr. Beach Boy himself. The music in the background is interesting, but I shall not spoil it, but the music in the background is very interesting. Voice acting is really good from Garuda, which is such a shame that only partially of the only partial cutscenes are voiced. He said the word Ultima, so I can say that that was the Ultima soundtrack in the background. And this is the Ultima weapon. And now absorbing all of the primals.
Garuda. これこそ古代アラム帝国において究極幻想とまで謳われた対万神兵器アルテマウェポンなり
casually eats her. I mean, it would be exceeding his expectations because Galeans cannot use ether. I don't know the lore reason specifically why they can't use ether, but that's why they invented the Magitech, so the machines basically that weaponize ether. And in this case, this Ultima weapon is the first one who is able to absorb ether. Not only is it the first one to absorb ether, again, I could be wrong, this is very deep lore stuff, but it absorbed a primal specifically, which is a concentration of ether, basically, powered by the ether crystals of each faction, which is earth, wind, and fire. So not only is this the first machine to be able to collect ether, but also a primal ether, which is a whole different world. So yeah, he would be surprised by that.
半身を吸収したことでアルテマウェポンは最終進化を迎える。
Now, without going too much of a spoiler, but Labre is saying with each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. This is not something we've ever seen, but I think that would be a very cool idea to explore if Ultima Weapon would absorb all 6 elements instead of the 3 it has absorbed right now. I guess it is a small spoiler, but there are 3 more elements to it, but we will not have that absorbed into Ultima Weapon. But it would be interesting to see having an Ultima Weapon with all 6 elements consumed. That would be an interesting thing to see.
持たざる者は塵やくたのごとく消えゆくのみよ。カルテノーでお前たちを救った英雄光の戦士たちはもういない。この力を前にどう動く？エオルゼアを滑る弱き為政者たちよ。
And just to give context in how terrifying this is, each nation has the utmost trouble in fighting a single primal. And now this weapon from a common enemy, the Galeans, has the power not only of 3 primals but the weapon itself. So they cannot possibly fight 1. Now they have to fight 3 plus the machine plus the army of Galeans. So this is for the city-states, a terrifying enemy. And my character is very pretty.
教書が尽きぬな。
Now why it doesn't attack us?
何だったのだ今のは。
Oh no.
何がどうなっている？あの黒鎧は何者だ？
奴の名はガイウス・バンバエサル。帝国軍第14軍団を率いる軍団長、つまりエオルゼア侵攻軍の長だ。
そうか、奴が猛将漆黒の王老か。おじい様の手記にもその名があった。
エオルゼアの支配を諦めたとは思っちゃいなかったが、まさかこんな切り札を。俺が記憶を失っている間、帝国軍とは膠着状態だったんじゃなかったのか。
そうだ、各地に拠点を築いてからは目立った動きは把握していない。
クソ、ガイウスめ、何を企んでいる。
Well, we know, they don't know. We know that La Habrea is involved, as we've
ともあ
seen.
れ万神ガルーダの脅威は去った。釈然としない幕切れではあったがな。ああなってはなおのこと。万神たちはしばらく鳴りを潜めるだろう。
万神の次はやはり帝国ってわけか。
ああ、あの兵器はエオルゼアの新たな脅威となろう。叩かねばならん。とはいえ情報を集めんことには動きようがない。暁の決命本部へ向かおう。希望の灯火が消えてはいない。あそこからもう一度暁に明かりを灯そうじゃないか。
Where's my payment, though? Kinda defeated Garuda. Where's my payment? Alright. Well, that was an experience I would rather have not again. Something has been troubling me, Isolith. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have sworn I saw... but I'm sure I was mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. That is a sentence. Forget I mentioned it. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare to summon their gods so long as the weapon exists. Surely a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. Reclamation. It is past time we turn to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in despair any longer would be to dishonor the memory of those who fell there. We have been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. And rise we shall. We shall return to the Waking Sand in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. This has been just Garuda in this episode, so that took longer than I expected. But that's not a problem. We'll continue in the next episode. We will return to the Waking Sands to Vesper Bay. And I thank you very much for watching. As mentioned early in the episode, tell us your favorite travel thing. It can be a ship, it can be a spaceship, an airship, a train, a car, whatever it is. Tell us your favorite travel thing. Have you found a favorite travel thing, Fox?
Well, if we're talking about a real live thing, my dream is to go in a... Well, I want to go in a helicopter, so...
I mean, that would be a real thing, though. But what is your favorite thing?
Probably the plane from Porco Rosso.
There you go. Guys, tell us down in the comment section below. You know where to find us. You know what to do. You're a smart cookie. And join us live on twitch.tv/Hanantasy and LivePlay XIV on YouTube. Take care.
And
until the next episode.
Bye-bye. And the socials.
And the socials. So... I'm gonna quickly AFK for a second, and I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. Watch how I die now that he's not here. I didn't die. Wow. Oh, shit. Hi, guys.
I mean, you shouldn't die. You have so much gear. You shouldn't die.
No. I was being me.
Well...
I'm just mentioning that every time you normally wander off somewhere, I normally die. So I would have... Oh, hi.
It's
I would have
difficult to
blamed
die
you.
in this.
But I manage. Although the healer did ask... He did say sorry in the Garuda fight. Said it was my bad, so I don't know what happened.
Rebuilding. Not even right today. Rebuilding the scions. 38.
Ring-a-ding-a-ding-dong.
Ring-a-ding-a-ding, bang, dang, bang, bang. And let's check the overlay before I clap, because it's not working. And now it is working. And now ring-a-ding-a-bang, bang-a-rang. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, episode 38 of Hanantasy 14. Let's return to the Waking Sands and let's rebuild the scions. The fox is obviously still here. Hey, fox!
Hi there!
There we go! Energy!
There you go! Energy! I can smell the pork ribs in the oven! Yay!
You still haven't eaten? It's 21:14!
No! So?
Guys, down in the comment section down below, tell the fox off. She should eat earlier. It is 21:15 and she still hasn't eaten. And food is important. We're cooking Hana here.
Okay, yes, but what's more important? Sitting down at the computer and after a very, very long bad day in good company while stuff is cooking in the oven, or eating beforehand?
Food.
No.
Guys, let's get going in Final Hanantasy 14. Let's return to the Waking Sands and let's rebuild the scions.
Before you start,
Yes? I'm scared.
have you had food?
I did have food.
Yeah, but like at 6 o'clock.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got home at 8 o'clock.
I'm already hungry, so there you go. I definitely will eat after stream. So, but I don't know what, so still have to be
But I have
determined.
ice cream.
Because I don't actually have that much at home anymore.
That's some ice cream.
Ice cream is not food though, it's dessert.
Ice cream and cheesecake.
Still a dessert. Tell me, Isolif, does odd here strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Maybe it's just my imagination. Come, let us proceed into the solar. Oh, a cute scene, okay. Wait, did Nickelback said. He said, look at this photograph. Oh, it's Ida. Who goes there? No, Ida. Is that any way to greet a friend? Alfino, Isolif. Sit? Wait, this is a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been... This place has seen better days. You know, I was actually here when I was still in talks at the Adder's Nest. The first I knew about this when I came back and I saw... Ida. Church has taken care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. It was hard, you know, where to start. If Ishtola hadn't been there to help me. Ishtola is here too? Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Ul'dah to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Pabalimo and Minfilia were among the dead, according to the church. Ishtola thinks they were taken somewhere. Probably prisoners. Upon the order of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires. Knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals. And one that Gaius has yet to harness. Ether. The Echo. Oh, the Echo, right. That also makes sense. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity it grants to the gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful though this elegant weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of Ayako. none of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. No matter. The Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? What? Oh yes, yes of course, whenever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Y'shtola's return. For now, I say we rest. Sleeping while standing. What a dude. Heidelin is speaking to us. 56. Oh, interesting. This is very 57. This is very close to a scene we see in Shadowbringers.
光のクリスタルをすべてのクリスタルを揃えし優なる魂を持つ者よ
The Mother Crystal.
我が名はハイデルあなたが住む星の声ついに闇が動き出しました闇の化身赤き仮面の者は間もなく滅びに至る混沌を招くでしょうあなたが手にした光のクリスタルは闇を打ち払う武器となり闇から身を守る盾となります心して時を待つのです闇はすぐそこまで迫っているのです
Out of Darkness is, by the way, an amazing game.
どうかあなたの力
58, I believe. Y'shtola! Izalith, I see you and Alfinor are safe, and Sid. That we five should meet each other thus defies simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Lussois guides us still. He would not see us undone so easily, not now when the need is so great. I know where Minfilia and the others are being held. Ooh, that's big information. Where? An Imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona, Custrom's Sentry. Well, let's march to the door and Unga Bunga the way in. I'm a warrior. I can do that. Wish complete. Casing the castrum. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Izalith. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperial castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Gauleans deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy. And if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we'll require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portelaine of House Durandare. He is stationed at the Observatorium in Coerthos. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. I think he has a favor to pay to us. So that would probably what I would yawn on. So let's see if we have a favor to be called in at our Lord Portelaine, which is not porcelain because that would be breaking things. That was a bad one, I know. Alright, let's get over there. Which level have we reached? We are still level 44 in the main story quest, which means in 6 levels we have reached 2.0 final, and we are going for the extended patch quests. Will be quite exciting. But obviously, finishing up around Reborn is the big one. I get my head shaked.
Terrible pun. Terrible pun. You think I didn't hear it, but I heard it.
Oh yes, I know you have the
terrible.
headset on. Like a true sneaky fox guinea pig hybrid.
And I'm making food. You told me off, so I'm making
Yes,
food.
that's good. Go make food.
What?
Go make food. There he is, Mr. Porcelain. Now, Isolith, the woman who unmasked the heretic in our midst. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? You are an associate of Y'shtola. But of course, Lord Drillamon confided to me that you were a scion of the 7th Dawn. Custom Sentry, what interest do you have in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, who we intended to free. Any information that you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see that might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the custrum, a Huron woman, an Elazen man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male and 1 female. The female they can keep. It's them! It has to be! Minfilia, Urienja, Papalimo, and the demon. If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about the more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Coerthas not too long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Ryugedin and a Lalafel, were seen fleeing the craft. What did she say? A Ryugedin and a Lalafel, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress, and they both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned, it's Biggs and Wedge, which is a Star Wars reference. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Isolith, soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed. If Biggs were given a choice, I fear he would take the latter. Bringing those held in Custom Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that we all admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed the Imperial troops setting off in the pursuit, and it is likely a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you best act now. If, as it has been suggested, the Gauleans took our fellow scions prisoner in the hopes of understanding the echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not scions, nor do they know aught of the echo. As Porcelain said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. Nice look into the camera. That's usually breaking immersion, so you usually shouldn't do that. But that is immersion breaking usually. Here's the tip in story writing. You always look a little bit off center. So you basically, as you were interviewing someone. So you never look directly into the camera if you're doing like a documentation or stuff. You always look slightly across as if you were talking to someone. It's a trick they use on TV all the time. Because having to look... Yes, having to look someone straight in the eye and he like stares, very uncomfortable for viewers. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. As there stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work, but all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Ritalin, you depart from Castrum Occidens at midnight. I know it's Ritalin. I also, this is not really a spoiler, but the Evercold trailer is out. And we are getting supposedly another shield class in Evercold. And I think we're gonna get something like a shield breaker. So something like Ritalin with a giant shield on the arm and probably a spear would be my suggestion, that we get a shield breaker class as a tank. You will command the western front in Vilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. The most coolest version of the shield breaker that we could get is actually the one from Lost Ark, because Lost Ark has exactly a tank like this with a big shield, but a giant gun lance, and it's called the Gun Lancer, and has basically a giant long gun that they use. So having a gun lance and a shield would also be very cool, but kind of unrealistic to wield. Yet, forgive my impudence, but is it proper to give command of half our forces to a... I have given you nothing, Prefectus, and you have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. My quarters, 1 hour. Ooh, a private fun.
I knew that was coming.
Yep. I don't think Gaius is a man who desires the flesh. I don't think so. I'm not so sure, but I don't think so. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Galilean activity. What is reconnoiter for a word? I don't know what reconnoiter means. What does reconnoiter mean? It means to reconnaissance. Okay, so it is a reconnaissance word. Galilean activity along the Abalathian's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Ishtola. And my enter is not working. Now, the report of the Imperial airship emergency landing came to us by the way of Desmail Darkhold, situated in the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Britzelt, may be able to tell you more. So, as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Speaking of which, on the next episode I have to do a small little run because I am fancying some food and I think I have croissants in the freezer. So that might be a nice thing to bake off later while we do the episode. Having some nice croissants would be very, very cool. I'm very fond of croissants. And the fox is stuffing her move with a lot of food.
Yes, I sent you a photo.
Oh, I haven't seen it. These look very decent, yes, but they are shop made, right?
Yeah, they're very spicy though.
Okay. The coleslaw looks nice though. I like the coleslaw. But yes, very cool.
Very cool.
I mean, it was in the oven, so it couldn't be cold. You stand before Dismal Darkhold, the subterranean forces excavated by the great Ishgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. A letter from Lord Porcelain. So you have come about the Imperial Bowls. According to our scouts, the vessel had enough volume for ramen. What? No, quite. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives, by all account, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have been sighted in the area, seeking to recapture them. What? The captives are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers and eating their ramen fast. No, that's not what he said. The emergency landing reportedly took place near Aurum Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there, seeking out a knight named Pierremont. He should be able to assist you. Alrighty, let's look for Pierremont. Pierremont. Oh, do we get to the Aurum Vale now? No, Aurum Vale is what we already did, right? We already did Aurum Vale, so that's not a part of the story. No, we have done Aurum Vale. But we haven't done a story dungeon in a while. There might be time for a story dungeon, but which one? Actually don't know. Okay, 44. Eyes of the Empire. We're still on 44. There's Pierremont. An Imperial airship? Aye, I saw it approach to land with my own 2 eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel to take to the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. Was that the wrong spelling?
No, that was fine.
Okay, correct me, please.
No, consternation, but you started saying constellation.
Yeah, well, I'm doing this on the fly, alright? There were prisoners abroad, and speaking of that, I usually try to read it as close as possible, but sometimes I just ad-lib some text boxes and just read them what I think they should be like. So I ad-lib some of the boxes, so I don't care. There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Galeans who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post to find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go somewhere else. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will be able to follow the prints of their owners. Alrighty, let's look for footprints. And there's only small footprints here, so that's kind of odd. Could have been more. Oh god, it's a huge survey. Takes so long. Search the footprints. My inventory looks atrocious. Alrighty, more footprints. At some point I might just sell these items and just get rid of them because the inventory seems to be filling up uncomfortably fast. So I have almost no space left. I could also just plonk it on the retainers, really. More footprints. Where is the Bitcher of Blaviken when you need him? Still more footprints! My god, game! And I'm super duper hungry. Speaking of which, I still have to eat a ramen, since we spoke of ramen, because I have a soy egg in my fridge. So I could also make a ramen.
Well, croissants aren't exactly food.
Yes, they're very snacky.
Yes.
Oh, look who it is! It is, Wedgie. Cold, I wanna go home. As someone who freezes a lot, I very much feel that sentiment. I'm a very cold person. Figuratively and literally. Ah! Please don't eat me! I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. I'm all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Islev, it's you! Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Galeans were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves, and I was so hell-bent on evading them. I almost ran headlong into monsters gaping maw thrice, and when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Biggs? He isn't here. He went off in a different location to lure our pursuers away. Now the walkie-talkie. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Tracked down Wedge? That's a wonderful news. Now, what of Biggs? I see. Well, it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashing he gives Wedge, he always takes care of him. Aww. I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west. With both Ida and Ishtola helping out, I'm sure he will turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not too far from the west. A monument tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. There, I hope. Was that Master Garland you spoke with? After 5 long years! Thank goodness he's alive! He still owes me money! I'm feeling better now, Islev. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. He still owes me money! So, let's go to Monument Tower. Hope you're enjoying the series, guys. Let me know down in the comment section below. And highlight the worst synchronization I have done. Because that's always fun.
Oh, can I do that too?
Well, you do that regardless. I don't even have to ask you. In fact, you should do that and put it up on the socials.
I know.
Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. Can I throw him in? I will bring you hot broth. Ooh, I would like that. Nice hot broth. I would take a cup now. How are we feeling now then? Stay here as long as you need. Same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I can't bear to think that Biggs is still alone in the cold, with Galeans on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to rely on you again, Islev, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might have been at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have been seeing something. A Ryugden gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion? I'm sorry, but it did not come by here. Let me think for a moment. I would not raise my hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance from the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze, and it may be worth the while to investigate. I will make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by. Alrighty, so let's leave the hell spawn in here and let's go out and let's find Mr. I come from a country which has terrible character names, but Biggs is still, well, very much legible. So, well, the Ryugdens have funny names, so that will be a fight. So let's see what the fight will be. A few revenants. Nothing big. Let's activate our crits and absolutely destroy them with the crits. In fact, I remember this was one of those places. This is very old information now. This is one of those old places where people would grind Spirit Bond. The other one was at the Earth. Where is it? Right down here at the Earth Found, because back in the Realm Reborn, getting Spirit Bond was actually not that easy to come by. And people wanted to Spirit Bond crafters, but crafting was expensive. So they equipped crafting accessories, put them on the right side, and killed these plasmoids and the same kind at Urf's Font to gain kill experience from these things, but used crafting accessories and as much crafting gear as they could to gain Spirit Bond that way to create materials. That was actually a way of making money back in the day, back in A Realm Reborn. Now, nobody does this anymore these days, but that was actually one of the things that you were like finding groups for, or not finding groups for, and just tagging every single enemy, AoEing it down, gaining experience, and Spirit Bonding your gear for money back in the day. So that was a thing.
I need to criticize you on something.
Okay.
Okay, so you went to you're looking for the big boil, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you went into that spot there where they were sent, and you said, "Well, it's nothing big." You could have said, "Well, it's nothing bigs."
That is true. I'll take that loss. That is
you missed your chance.
I will take that loss. That is not a bad pun. I will take that loss.
Severely disappointed on you.
Isolif, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area. Well, it stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the Galeans away from me. But where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? We can't give up, Isolif. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me, ask anyone who will listen, and hurry! Big's chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment. Oh, well, let's get on top and talk to the monumental airhead that is upstairs. I've actually no clue who it is. But it's the monumental tower, so it is a monumental airhead. I did a pun. You proud of me? No, I'm getting the head shakes. Sup, Ignace? Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not found around here or in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it's possible he made it for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through the Niffen Pass, the southern end of which lies north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying. In idleness, that was a big yawn for the first one in the evening. I wish you a luck. Oh, and one more thing, and do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I nearly broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble.
Why am I getting the look?
It's a spiral staircase. You can fall down, and he almost broke his neck. That reminds me of a certain someone.
Hey, it's not my fault. The spiral staircases hate me.
You can just fall down. If you're not in fight, you will survive any height. So, if you are in fight, that story changes. Then you can actually truly die. And yes, I've managed that a couple of times. Because it's me.
Yes.
Do we have a fight
Very
over
dramatic
here?
music.
What? Oh, there he is. Oh, Biggie. Oh, it's actually a story fight. Interesting. Oh, I need to be solo. This is actually a story fight. Interesting.
Bye bye.
Ah, well, this will be easy because it... No, I'm actually not synced to 50. I'm synced to 48. Oh, look at him being a monk. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? Look at Ida, already ready to go, bopping to beat some ass. Eyes on it is well that you are here. The situation is grave. Bix is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Yeah, Ida, I know you're kinda like mega fired up. So... She's kinda like, fist first, talk later. So... He has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me! Charge! Dodge this, you bastards! Charge! Gotta play some Mod House sometime. Gotta play some Mod House sometime. Let's get these ones over here. Let's get aggro from everybody. Sagittarius is not really on aggro on me, but I'm not super worried of being held by someone though. But I should be free. Oh no, he's invisible. No, he's not invincible. So let's have more ads, shall we? Guys, as usual, ads first. This is very, very important. And I think we are soon coming up to what was your hardest fight in the story so far.
Oh.
Mr.
Yes.
Ritatine.
Bastard.
Mm-hmm. So this should be a clear. There we go. All duty complete. My thanks. Another moment He has been too long out in the cold. We must find shelter for him. Can't you technically just heal him? Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Ida and I shall bear him there with all haste. Sid will be so happy to see Bix and Wedge again. Oh, I love reunions! I can never tell if she's sarcastic. So let's head down to the tower. How many achievement points does this character have? Should not have much at all. Oh, 440. That is not much at all.
Where do you see those?
It's a hotkey. It should be Shift dot on your keyboard. But you need to be out of cutscene.
Oh.
I cannot thank you enough, Isolef. And same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mind it. We're a family, are we not? Well, yes, but it's just... I didn't think... He's sobbing. He's sobbing. I owe a lot of you my life. And you saved Wedge too, Isolef. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. And there's Nickelback. Yeah, obviously. Biggs, Wedge! God, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's you. It's really you. I know how we knew we're still alive. But we finally got to see you in flesh. When Alfinor told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with a nary warning. We didn't have much of a chance. Witch and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew that what happened, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand though. How did the Garleans get there so fast? I mean, the immortal flames should have seen them coming, right? I myself have asked the same question. The day when I returned to the carnage of the Waking Sands, I noted not a miss in the horizon. Nothing at all suggests that the passing of the Imperial force. From this I conclude that the Garleans came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by the potent teleportation magic. Magics of the kind used by the Ascians. Carry on. We were bound to be blindfolded and bundled into the cargo of the bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Custom Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off onto the main complex. Bix and I were thrown in the detainment cell together, while Monfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard of them. Custom Sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in the isolation for what felt like years, but probably was moons or maybe only weeks. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald. That would have been bad. Much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't able to leave again. So, risky though it was, we sabotaged the airship's attitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. That was pretty clever though. Ha! If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel? That will have been Bix's handiwork, like has I not? You've always were resourceful and tight-sprung, my friend. That's what he said. She said, heard that. Isolif, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem that I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. Yet there are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others still want for rescue. Alright, you lot! Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Hurrah! And Ida was clapping again, like very, very... I can never tell if she's sarcastic or genuine. Come into my castrum. Thanks to you, Bix and Wedge, are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we have kept them waiting for too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say that they're being held at Custom Sentry. Let us reconvene at Revenant's Toll in Mordona. This is as good as a place as any to prepare. Better than most. The road leading to the east and south will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit in our mission. But before we do that, guys, we are getting Machu Grando closer to the end of this episode. And we shall cut it off here. And... what?
No, keep going.
We shall cut it off here and be corrected by the fox. What was wrong?
What? Macho
Exactly.
Grando. What?
Mucho grando ending of this episode. Guys, thank you very much for watching. You know where to find us. Come into the live stream and make fun of my sayings. Until then, we'll see each other next time when it means planning for the Castrum assault. So, guys, thank you very much. Fox, what are the last words? What do you want to correct me on?
Well, I could correct you on something mucho grande.
Do it.
No.
Coward.
It depends. Hang on. Now, you don't have to worry about your mucho grande, but were you trying to speak Spanish or were you trying to speak Italian?
I was trying to speak entertainer.
Okay. That was terrible.
Till next
Now,
time.
so, yes. Mucho grande. Terrible, Mr. Mucho grande.
Let me quickly pee and then we shall do so.
Wash your hands!
Obviously, pick him first. Let's see if the episode actually gets there, but let's raid Castrum Sentry as a... Oh. Donde la es la biblioteca? Welcome to episode 39, ladies and gentlemen. If you know the last episode, you know why I opened this one. And that is actually a joke from Deadpool. So I'm not original, I just stole it. So, but nothing is original and everything is stolen. So that's kind of the spirit of creativity. Guys, we are trying to raid Castrum Sentry. However, I'm not sure if we get there because there is a lot of cutscenes in between, I'm pretty sure. And I have to click in the game to make it appear, and the fox is obviously still there and judging me silently. So
No, es mucho mejor, mi amigo.
Oi! Arigatou gozaimasu! Oi! Watashi wa Hanasaki desu! Watashi wa Aho! Oi!
which means I'm an idiot.
Well, everyone knows that already.
Yes, I'll just reaffirm it. Well met, my friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? My armor is blacker than yours. Which is not true. Maybe, I don't know. Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry, and you want to rescue them. I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert as of late, with armored patrols seen about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yards of the walls undetected. If the Galeans were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. It has to be good old-fashioned infiltration. But with the security so tight, are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Why, I have a mind to walk through the front door. Huh? The front door? Hey, we will disguise ourselves as Imperial troopers and march right in. For this, we need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. Ah, bold strategy. But let's see how it works out, Cotton. But it might just work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing the Imperial bosses, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. Then it is settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I recommend you speak with Glomont. The fellow's got personal grudge against the Empire and happen to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I have no doubt that he would want to be of aid. Ida and I shall go reconnoiter to Galean activity at the stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had a chance to act. I'm getting weird looks again. Why? Why am I getting weird looks?
I'm not giving you weird looks. I'm looking at my screen because they're sending me to Mordor.
Well, that's Ishgard. That's not Mordor, but close enough. Come join us when you're ready, Isolith. Let's do this. Well, sometimes I wonder, Ida. Are there ever times where you're not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Ishtala. If you're beginning to remind me of Papalimo. So, yeah, Ishgard is basically the exact opposite of Mordor. While Mordor is grey, black and dark and hot and dry and sandy, Ishgard is basically cold, white, blue and ice. So, it's basically the exact opposite. But you're going towards Havensward, which is really cool. Looking for Glomont, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. You're looking to get inside Castrum Sentry, and you need my help? Ha! Something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. So yeah, friends at Custom Sentry that want for rescue. That Sloughborn knows me too well. Aye, you can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back to the Horsens. But enough about me, let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity, a right delicate business. A single oversight, just a single blunder, and that's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond any shadow of a doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover that they've been moved somewhere else. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you will see a swampland to your left called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind the mobiles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You will come upon a drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back to the command tower. If you listen closely, you might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the what's happening within. Once we know for certain that your friends are there, we will move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going and Godspeed. Alrighty, so a simple die to rise for. What? Simple die to rise for. He's giving me 3 dice. Oh well, that's probably some sort of unlock that we don't need to do. Again, guys, we're only doing the main story stuff. This character is not unlocking anything besides the normal stuff. So not even crafting, no nothing, just the bare necessities. I'm gonna unlock the bare necessities and put all my worries far away. Oh yeah! Because I have Fox necessities. She always has some Fox necessities. That's all she gonna picks for every day.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
So, yeah, so let's head down to the swamp. Yes, please?
Wrong game, though. The Bare Necessities is a different game.
That is, well, it is part of Exile, but maybe we get bears in the next upcoming Valheim Deep North expansion.
Can I adopt one?
That was just a hypothesis. I don't know, actually.
Can I adopt another Loxley?
Oh, poor Loxley. I don't think you want to adopt Loxley again.
No, I want to adopt another one.
Well, is it about time we retell the story of Loxley?
No. If you would like to hear the story of Loxley, comment in the comments below. Do not make me read this. Do not make me tell the story of Loxley.
Make her tell the
sad.
story. The story of Loxley is great. It's full of fun and laughter.
If we get to, I don't know, 50 likes.
Okay.
Or is that too little?
I don't know. Depends on which
We'll
platform
start at
you're
50
talking
likes.
about. Depends on which platform you're talking about.
Any of the platforms.
Okay. So 50 likes on any of the platforms, not combined though.
No, not combined. If we get 50 likes, like thumbs up on any of our platforms, so on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. You can't really give likes on Twitch, so that doesn't count.
No, but you can give subs, but if we get 10 subs, we are gonna tell it as well.
Yes.
We're trying to manipulate you. So just you know.
So if you'd like to hear the tragic demise of a poor and suffering innocent creature, which has nothing to do with me, and it's totally Hanazaki's fault.
Let's reverse that. It is extremely her fault, and I try to be the good Samaritan here, okay? I try to be the good Samaritan here in that story.
Leave them some suspense. Gotta create some suspense. If you'd like to know the story, then you know what to do.
It involves a lot of blood and tears. You hear a
Lots of
faint
tears.
sound down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well
Yes.
be deaf-mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others ain't much better. The Elazen gets on my nerves most of all. And every time he opens his mouth, he only spouts gibberish. Oh well, that's gotta be Urianger. I do wonder, why is the Tribunus so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Galarians don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind of beastmans use? I'm not supposed to bloody know. You're so curious, and why can't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well as try to tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. The footfalls grow fainter until it is all silent. I am not walking there, I am lazy, I'm teleporting. It's good to see you again, Isolif. I've given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? Some Minfilia and the others are indeed at Custom Sentry. Their presence thus is confirmed, and we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray after details from him. Alrighty. Good work, Isolif. As Alfino has already told you, we've plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Glomond is looking into ways to procure a suit of Magitech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Minfilia and the others are counting on us, Isolif. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. We can't just leave Tartaru there. That would not be a problem. While Glomond goes about devising his plan, we need to see some of the preparations of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they are short on armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. We don't need that information. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out the Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most annoying woman and throw it on the cluster. Fox, you need to come with me. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take the readings on mark the likely places on your map. And just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Wouldn't be surprised if you run into a few. So let's go over there. And I was talking about the spirit bonding farm. Actually, there is another place for spirit bonding farm, and that is down here at Wraith Frost. That was used as a spirit bonding farm spot as well, because it has level 49 elementals, I believe. So that would be number one, and yep, those are the Sparkies. However, big fumble on my end. We don't have a Sykes out because his Gishel Green ran out. So let's get Sykes on here. There we go. Shouldn't there be a reading?
Haha, I know where it is.
It's probably downstairs. Ah, there's a line here. I can see it. There's a line down here. Yeah, there's a line down there. So there is some way to get down there, or up there rather. Not here though. Not here though. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Sneaky, sneaky little hobbitses. Hiding away the plastoids. Sneaky hobbitses.
I like this part of the story though. There's like a scoop.
A scoop? What? What kind of
A
scoop?
scoop. There's a scoop. I can't say any spoilers.
No.
But there's a scoop.
Scoop.
There is romance.
Oh, there's romance. Okay. Romance. Well, not saying anything because I know where you are roughly in the story, so I'm not gonna say anything.
No, I'm not talking about my story. I'm talking about your story.
Oh, my story, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know where I am in my story because I'm doing it for the first time.
That's true. That is fair. Let's get the AoEs out. That should deal with the plasmoids. Like so. We can walk this distance. Because I have to walk this way, because I have to.
Walk this way.
You need to say it more musically.
Gotta walk this way.
Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to have it as a button, but I would be pretty sure that this would be copyrighted immediately, so... You have the readings. Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. 15, 12, and 14.
Hey. Oh, the button didn't transfer over.
Which
Sadness.
button? Which button?
I don't know. You pressed a button.
No, I didn't.
Did you press a button?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
But I could have pressed this one.
Oh. That was the wrong game.
That's the wrong game, but this is also the wrong game. So
we should do an evening of streaming that.
Oh my god. If this video gets 5,000 likes.
10. No, come on, you're gonna make it easier.
Okay, if this video gets 10,000 likes, I'm gonna play an evening of papers, please.
Me against you. And see who gets
I'm
furthest.
losing. I am surrendering now. Clean the wax out of your ears now, cause there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plan's to have you enter Custom Sentry all decked out in Imperial duds, but a disguise is more than just clothes you're wearing. You gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform the convincing Imperial salute. The first impression is everything, as they say, but this salute is still the best. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learn it from the experts, so get yourself near as you dare to Custom Sentry and watch the Imperials doing what they do. My life for Super Earth! Yeah! If this video gets even 5 likes, we're gonna do a Helldiver stream. I'm gonna make this very easy, because I like Helldivers a lot. But boy has it been kicking our butts recently, especially on the bug front.
Man.
We got destroyed. We got destroyed last time. Granted, we are pretty rusty. We are pretty rusty. Granted.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm bad, but it kicked your butt.
Yeah, we got destroyed last evening in Helldivers. Ay. I got one shot out of everywhere.
It wasn't pleasant.
Ah, well, it was pleasant for me. Was it not pleasant for you?
Well, that depends.
Well, my life for Super Earth, I guess. Okay, do we just have to like stay here, or is this an actual fight? It is an actual fight, okay. Oh, they didn't click the second hotkey. Alrighty, so let's learn the emote, I guess. Nothing to report, sir.
Ow.
We've received an anonymous warning that insurgents' forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. Why are you giggling?
You didn't see.
No, I didn't.
I did the salute and punched myself on the jaw.
She's even snorting. The Ghanaian, you probably did the Ghanaian salute like this.
I did.
So stupid. Sometimes that woman is pretty funny. Punch yourself by the Ghanaian salute.
I prefer the Helldivers salute.
Yes. I know it's the right arm, but I'm a lefty, so I'm allowed to do it on the left side. Oh, Imeric! My boy!
Oh, hello.
Yes, it's my
Oh,
boy!
hello.
My boy!
Ah.
So, did you manage to learn the Imperial salute? No, you best don't demonstrate. I am liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. Just take your word for it. It's Imeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights! He's a good man. And his assistant is great too. I like his assistant. You're called Isolith Sansa, yes? I have heard your plight from my friend Glomor. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Custom Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sorts whom you would trust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means, from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. A fortified area before Custom Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, 1 for each member of the infiltration team. Big switch in yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Alright. Yes, Imeric is very cool. And Imeric's gear is available as a skin item. Which is very cool. I should actually get that one. I very much like the Imeric. And it would probably make a cool outfit in Evercold because it looks very warm. But I don't know if you can recolor it. Would be a problem. It's a storied story and it's very tense. And the fox is also very tense. Like that. He looks
Hey,
at the
I'm
story
taking
like
in my
that.
eye candy. I'm taking in my eye candy.
You took your eye candy in about 15 minutes ago.
No, he's so much better. He's even cuter than Tancred.
Imeric is a pretty boy and a heart stealer, I will not deny that. He's a stealer of hearts. Good guy, Imeric. And his assistance is very cool. I think the hairstyle is actually unique to her, but I could be mistaken. Ah, goddammit. I'm looking at the Fox story, I'm sorry. A very good scene. Let's teleport back into the town and update our quest. We have about 20 to 30 minutes left on the episode, so we might get into Custom Sentry, we might not. There's still a lot of stuff, I don't think we will. We were able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment. Damaged as I suspected. I'm a warrior. In the present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Unfortunately, the blacksmith Egenolf of the Diamond Forge at Ravenna's House of Splendors should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent the word ahead, and you have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not, we have already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy as the nature of your mission. Alrighty. So the House of Splendor should be back here. There he is. So you adventurous souls Moloch send you. I've been waiting for you. Let me see what you've got for me. Yes. I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, I've owe your friend Sark Malark for a favor or two. Took care of old Egenolf back in the days before I fell in with the old Ravenna he did. Did ye know that he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like him to end up in a life like he did, but suppose he always felt adventurous life calling in him. But here's I go blabbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold your horsebirds for a moment or two, and the great Egenolfs will have your gear looking good as new. I always admire Final Fantasy's giant chairs. Like they're sitting in a chair that is like this tall.
I need to...
Okay. And here we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind you, but from what I've heard, that's not your priority anyhow. You send Sark Malark my regards, will ya? Like I have a decently sized chair, right, for my height, and it's one of the, I'm not sponsored obviously, but it is a Secret Labs, and out of the gaming chairs it's the one that I would call adequate. And I had the cheap ones before, so I definitely know. But every time you see someone in Eorzea sitting in a chair, the chair is like this big, and it's like reaching the ceiling, and it weighs like 2.5 tons and can't be moved around.
Oh, okay, so I need to tell you something, which will make you laugh.
Okay.
Okay, you know I'm not exactly a tall person.
Roughly.
I'm not that small. Okay, so I had a very large class of 8 and 9-year-olds this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is he a teacher?
And one of the 9-year-olds was quite. He's like built like a wardrobe, but for a 9-year-old, he was quite tall for his age.
Okay.
Yeah, he walked up to me, looked at me, and went, "Gosh, you're even smaller than me."
Ma, you're a tall one.
I'm taller than you. You're even smaller than me.
Just
The
reaffirming
adolescent
the
children.
inevitable decline of the height.
No, I've always been this size.
I know. But like and when she visited me, she was like, "Oh, I'm about as tall as you. I got shoes on." No, she didn't. She wasn't. I was on the very first visit, I believe.
No, that was on the second visit when I put the dress on with the heels.
Yes, and like, I'm as tall as you, and like, no, you're not, and it was still missing a few centimeters.
Fine, I'll bring my stilettos next time.
Oh yes, please, like the catwalk stilettos that are like this tall, and you see like the models crumbling on their feet when they walk down the catwalk. There's a very famous GIF that you could probably find on WhatsApp and stuff of like a catwalk lady, and like the legs go all wobbly, and she like probably breaks her ankles.
Okay, now I'm just gonna be quick, but I need to comment to all the women out there, the girl gamers like me. Please, if you can't walk in heels, don't bother.
Yes. Let me...
Because you see so many women trying, it's just, please don't.
Let me additionally comment on that. We men don't give a damn what kind of shoes you have on. That's not what we care about. So, just don't break your ankles. So, break your wrists, but not your ankles.
It's what we don't have on.
Have you had the uniforms and helm repaired? Alright. Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Egenos never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst the Imperial forces, lest you fear that the Garleans might detect your foreignness. Foreigners, in fact, form the greater part of the Galean invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugates a new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces, which is totally normal. And in turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugated faraway lands, which is totally normal. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory with one fell stroke, which is what the Romans did in most parts. And with that, my part in our mission is done. I am full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you have heard such tale, but believe me when I say that I am but another humble adventurer, but one who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. Oh yeah, guys, before we start the next quest, as of this patch of 7.5, you can poke your chocobo now, and you can pet your chocobo now, and it reacts to it. So if you want to really annoy your chocobo, just poke it a lot and it actually gets annoyed. It's very funny. Fool me twice. Good work getting them Imperial duds. You will be pleased to hear that I ain't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen, Custom Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular. I mean, random routes and random deploys, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's Toll. So, hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of false intelligence. I told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. And ain't that far from the truth, now to come to think of it, any road. We should start seeing more patrols that we have up until now. What you need to do is approach one of the patrols, dressed up in your shiny tin suit, and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you will want to lure them near Revenant's Toll as you can. Like as not, though, they will be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use this smoke signal here. Filched fresh from an Imperial scout, they will come running when they see that. And when the cavalry applies, you hit them hard with a make 'em off their Reaper. And simple of that. Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, patrol's sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along, and don't forget to salute. Greedy Imperial. Yes, please.
I'm not saluting anyone. No, it was more like this.
Oh, it was more like this.
Yes, I like, but proper.
So you did,
Yeah.
so A, you did the Imperial salute wrong, because the Imperial salute goes forward. So A, you did the Imperial salute wrong, so you would be snuffed out that
I sort
way.
of went like this and caught myself on
Ah, so
that.
you went like this, so you took a bow. Okay, it's still wrong, but I would have liked to see that on camera, unfortunately. I would have made a gif out of it. I would have made a gif out of it.
No.
It would have been
shit,
like the
you could
follow
just play
gif,
back.
like the follow gif that I have. That would have been definitely a gif. So do I need my gear for that? I need my uniform. Yes. Let's grab my uniform. Man, I look dashing. Look at me. Definitely not a foreigner with my Hrothgar nose. I'm definitely not a foreigner. Like, you see all humans in their army. Yeah, I'm definitely not foreign. No, I'm here, Legatus. From another patrol, are ya? When next you see our commanding officer, tell him that he leads a sloppy unit. Because I didn't do the salute. I didn't do the salute. Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your descriptions, they are well beyond the pyramid. But I will not have it said that I was remiss. You return to the scene. Keep an eye on those insurgents. Should all go awry, use your smoke signal to call us. Yes, sir. And I will beat the shit out of you. But yes, we will not see Castrum Sentry today. We will see it tomorrow. Tomorrow. With a Buddha.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
With some Buddha.
With a Buddha.
Tomorrow.
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 Butter.
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 This is a very funny clip on the internet.
Water.
Water. A boy water. Can I use my regular gear for that?
Wrong game.
Oh, I actually didn't have the visor on, so I could have used the visor. Oh no, the visor is actually from the, it's just a regular drop. Visor is just a regular drop. Can I have my regular gear when I do this? No. So I have to wear the Imperial stuff. Okay. Man, can I go back into Revenant's Toll and just glamour it so I don't look ridiculous like that? In fact, I have never tried that. Let's do a mini detour. Let's glamour this and see if I can glamour it, because I don't want to look ridiculous. Which would kind of break the cutscene, to be fair. Recommended gear, glamour plate. I can glamour it. This kind of breaks the cutscene, obviously, because we should be in Imperial gear. But I don't care. I don't care. I want to have my Woods armor. I don't want to look ridiculous. I need my ears, okay? I need my ears. That's a minimal requirement. I need my ears.
Just hide the headgear.
No, that would hide the ears, and that would bring...
that is head, yeah, sorry.
Yes, that would bring out the regular ears, but the wolf's ears are what I always have, so... Yes, it works. Very funny. Oh, level 50, which means I have full gear available, which means I will absolutely destroy this story event. Yes, I have full gear. I hope you don't mind my joining, but seeing as you were seizing advanced weaponry, I thought it best to be on hand. Ah, there she is. Can I just jump down as a true warrior and Unga Bunga? This is the place, but where's the enemy? Sir, over there! Send in the Reaper! Let us make an example of these insurgents. There was an Imperial salute, Fox. Can you do an Imperial salute for me? That's not the Imperial salute. That is for Super Earth.
It's better.
It's
It's much better.
better.
It's better. The other one's pish.
The other one's pish. My name is Craig. Tell us, guys, if you play Helldivers, and what is your favorite Helldiver weapon? What is your most hated enemy?
I know what mine is.
Me.
No.
Good.
It's the napalm thing.
Sure, okay, yeah. Which napalm though? Like the one you shot me in my head? Or the one that you...
that goes into eardrums.
Yeah, okay, so the expendable napalm. At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Not wishing to look a gift chocobo in the beak, but it does seem rather worse for the wearer, does it? Big Switch, what's your honest assessment? It's broken as shit. Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, and looking past that, I say she was structurally sound. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. Hate to say this, but the servo mechanisms may be damaged. But aren't those things protected by an ilm-thick armor plate? But I'm an Unga Bunga warrior. Yes, they are, but yeah, odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Ah, well, whatever we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Card Chocobo. I heard that! A hall has been set aside to use in our Revenant stall. This is where we'll carry out our repairs. Look for us there, Isolith. Thankfully, I don't look ridiculous in that cutscene. Kick the demon. No, he threw the demon! Nobody throws at dwarves. It's limping. How can a robot limp?
We don't ask questions.
The only one who limps is Mr. Biscuit.
Terrible.
Keep on rolling, 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 rolling. Come on! I mean, he's the greatest philosopher of our time, Mr. Durst. He is by far the greatest philosopher of our time, now, past, and the future. Lady Durst is amazing. The Magitech armor? Sid and the others took it inside. Come, go on in and join them. We have now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She is structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry though, Bix and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend and they will think of naught else until the job's done. This is a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them that they are slaves. No, what? What? Nobody said that? The repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long for now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machina server mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained that the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Mordona. But all is not lost. Wedge thinks there might have been identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He will explain the details to you. He's literally standing next to you! Just continue the conversation, for fuck's sake! Oh no, I'm sorry. He's a small demon. Words go over his head. I know. That's the same thing when I explain things to the fox. She's smaller than me, so whatever I explain goes over her head and I have to explain it once again.
No, you have to explain it at least 10 times.
Which is not wrong. As I believe the chief has already informed you, yes, we know. Our Magitech core is worn beyond use. Yes, we know. We need to find a replacement. We know! I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the Dunderhead maintenance engineers of Custom Sentry had to remember to replace their cores, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution. A substitute, the Magitech core with a Mammoth heart. In case you don't know, a Mammoth heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor server mechanism. We just make to make sure some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order at the first-rate Mammoth heart with the Goldsmiths Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Ul Blah Blah and collect it. Oh, and pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No? Well, they typically cost something in the order of, I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's good for a good cause. Thanks, I guess. But we have to speak to Serendipity, so she should basically go like, hey, it's you! I've never seen you. Who are you? Because I didn't actually do any goldsmithing, so she actually doesn't know who I am, so... He actually doesn't know who I am, so... Let's go to Serendipity. Where's she? There she is. Hello there! Come to collect that Mammoth heart, you say? And then you must be here on the behalf of the Golland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have. A heart fit for a prince among the mammoths. Payment! Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alfinod's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his servant would be coming to collect it. Servant? Servant, Alfie? I am not a servant. I am a slave to the main story. There's a difference. A servant has free will. We have to follow the main story quest. So we are a slave to the main story quest.
Okay.
Tender in years, though he may be, Master Alfinod has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmiths Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But there is the Mammoth heart. May it serve you well. No, and please do pass my compliments to your master. See, she even said master. So we're a slave. A slave! And someone's crafting. Have you leveled your crafters in any recent time, Fox?
Sorry, just gotta go. Sorry.
The smile says a lot. So...
Okay, to be fair, how much have I actually played in the last week?
More than 3 minutes.
Yeah, but you told me to do the story quest, so I'm doing the story quest.
Yes.
See, I do listen to you.
Do you have a mammoth heart? I can't wait to see if it works. Hurrah! Thank you so much! But this is magnificent! It must have cost an emperor's ransom! Just because you're poor, dude. Look, you are barely as high as my shin plates, okay? I could just kick you. Free of charge, courtesy of Alfino. Coming from an influential family, certainly has its advantages. With further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. With his onion top hat as well. There, she's ready. Magnetic armor, engage. And he's taking a shit. Or not. She needs a loving tap, I'll wager. My character has to look so far down. My God. That was very funny. My character is like neck bend. Yes, she's alive. Let's take her outside. Put her through her paces, Isolif. Would you care to do the honors? And before we do that, no, let's do that part still, but we're getting pretty close to the end, so let's do that part still, and we'll see. Up into the pilot seat, we will begin soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that tangle of crystals of yonder, as far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if it for some sort of reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. So I can't use my fireball yet, so I can't even burn the demon down, so that's unfortunate. So very easy, jump, jump, jump. I did not read that text box, so I'm terribly sorry. I didn't think there was a text box actually coming at all. So I did the clicky click because I move a lot with my mouse. If you hold down right and left click, your character moves forward, and I use that actually a ton. Why can't I? Oh, I just have to pilot it on it. Okay, oh well. But it's probably something, oh blah blah, it works well, just go to the next spot. The torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that's what she said. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Here's my summary of my findings. The drivetrain is sound condition. With some fine tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be. And I am at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and it should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas mechatech cores serve only to conduct impulses, mammoth hearts enable automata to process the information collected by their sensors as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like she's part of the team. In which case, you should all do our best to feel her welcome! Oh my god, we have to emote a machine. Hi, AI. Are you part of me now? Click! And we have a singular battle here. And every little thing she does is Magitech. And that would be a story battle. And that one we will save for the next episode. Coming tomorrow, obviously. 3 episodes per evening is what we are trying to achieve. And we need a nice buffer of episodes. 3 episodes per week on YouTube. To basically have a buffer when we do the Path of Exile, well, grind that we're going to do, because it's going to be a lot of content that we do in Path of Exile. So guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been the final episode of today's evening. And Fox, what is the community doing as of this episode?
What is the community doing?
Yeah, what
They're
are we-
giving us
what
lots
are
of
we-
light. Okay. So, what was it? 10,000 likes?
10,000
And
likes.
we play papers, please. Papers, please.
This one.
5 likes and we play Helldivers. 50 likes and you hear the tragic story of a faithful, loyal pet.
Which
Gay
is very
pet.
funny.
It's not funny, it's sad and tragic.
To me it is very funny.
It's a terrible story. It will make everyone cry. So please, if you would like to hear any or see any one of these content thingamajiggies, please, you know what to do. Give us those thumbs up and tell us what you would like to know or see, or both, or all 3 even.
Okay.
So.
Continue.
Did I miss something? Oh,
No.
also, if you'd like some cheesecake, just come on over because I have cheesecake and he doesn't.
Oh well. Guys, thank you very much for watching. You know what to do. We'll meet each other on the next episode. Bye bye.
Bye bye. When I have cheesecake.
Good night,